Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day everyone. Last period we were studying about work study children. In that we studied motion study, then fatigue. We studied these points and now we are coming to the next technique regarding scientific management, that is standardization of tools and equipments children. So we'll go one by one. See, standardization of tools and equipments we are studying. So in that children, what is this standardization? So this is the result of experiments conducted at workplace. Taylor advocated standardization of tools and equipments, and standardized working environment and methods is used in production to reduce spoilage and wastage of material, cost of production, fatigue among the workers, and it improves quality of work. Now see, the first was what work study the managers has to do to have a proper discipline, say, or to have smooth functioning in an organization. Then the second method Taylor is telling related to scientific, that use scientific or standardization of tools and equipment. So why do we should use standardized tools? Our quality of work should improve. There should be no wastage of resources. Cost of production should not be high. Fatigue among the workers should not be there. So if these things are not there, there will be improvement in production process as well as quality of the product will improve. So the second method is related to what? In techniques, standardization of tools and equipment should be there. So if we use standardization tools, the quality of work will improve. Now come to the third one, that is scientific task setting. Now see, Taylor what emphasized that there should be need for fixing a fair day's work. That means what? If the labor is coming daily, have daily wages for him. Fix 100 per hour, 200 per hour, or 200 rupees a day, 300 rupees a day. Have a fixed amount of remuneration. Fair, and that should be fair. Justice given to whatever work is there, how much amount you give. So scientific work setting is important to prevent the employees from doing work much below their capacity. So by using this technique, employees will complete the task according to standards given, and management can keep proper control on optimum utilization of workforce children. See, I will repeat this again in a simple way what they have told in scientific task setting, that whatever you task give to the employee, according to that capacity, how much they use, how much skills and talent they use, pay them. So have a proper pay, have a proper salary for them. So if you give them proper salary, they will also work according to your views, your ideas, and see that proper utilization of resources will be there at workplace. That means Taylor is telling us, if we have using proper capacity of that particular labor, the labor will also be not exploited too much. So optimum utilization of labor. Workforce means what? Optimum utilization of labor should be there. That means proper work. He should not be more burdened also, and he should not be given less work also children. That is scientific task setting. So they have told that this Taylor told that it is very important to have a fixing fair day's work. Means have a proper salary for each and every employee according to their task. Simple way. Then the next one is what? Fourth point, that is scientific selection and training. So simple way what it is, scientific selection means what? The manager should select a person according to his qualification and skills. Simple way. Select right persons for the right job. See, if I tell you I am very good in accounts, but I have not given accounts, I have given another work, said I have to just check or look after machines, but I am not doing proper at that work. Why? Because I don't know how to handle a machine. I know only the management of bookkeeping and accountancy. So what I will be there? I will make mistakes while operating machines. So here they have told the manager should study which person is good at work. So according to that qualification, suppose if I have given to the accounts, the register of accounts in a company, I will manage it in a best way because I am expert in that. So they are telling select right persons for the right job. So this can be done by using scientific methods or scientific selection procedures. So it needs to fix job specifications as per requirement. Employees are selected according to the predetermined standards in any impartial way, children. So after selection, management should provide proper training programs to increase their efficiency. So scientific selection and training is what told over here, that manager should give right person right job. Also, if the person requires training for extra work, management or an organization should provide training to the employee also. So this will have results in proper production and improves the performance or efficiency of any organization as well as employee. Now come to the fifth point, children, that is functional organization. See, the fifth scientific technique is what? Functional organization. So in this concept, the Taylor is planning that it is separated from implementation. That means what? Planning is done by different people and actual work is supervised by different people. So thus every worker will be supervised by two different sets of supervisors. So he recommended total 8 foremen to control the various aspects of production. Now see what I am telling over here. We are studying about fifth point related to scientific techniques. So he told that the boss will be what? Supervisors will be different, managers will be different. Now see, say suppose what we have studied, top level management is there, middle level management is there and lower level management is there. Now the top level management will give orders to middle level management. Now middle level management will not do work because they have to get the work done from the employees, that is from lower staff, lower level. So this middle management has to look after the boss also as well as the employees also. That means the simple way they are telling that planning is done by the boss, but it will be executed by whom? The middle level, that is supervisors. And supervisors has to execute from whom? Lower level, that is lower staff members. So that employee will have two bosses, one is middle level and one is at top level. So this every worker in an organization is always supervised by two persons. So Taylor is telling that in an organization there should be total 8 foremen, enough to control the aspects of production. Foremen means what? Leaders. So total 8 persons should be appointed in different department. Total 8 persons in different department. 8 foremen means what? Leaders in different departments related to various types of production. So over here functional organization means what? Every employee will have 2 supervisors. So Taylor is telling that at least 8 persons should be appointed as foremen in any organization. So what are the persons, or say how you can appoint 8 persons? So Taylor has given us that at planning level, see how we can appoint the management process over here, or how we can appoint employees over here. So see how he has told that at planning level there should be root clerk. So root clerk will tell us how work moves from one machine to another. Means root clerk will be there. See, we are talking about foremen. 8 foremen will be appointed for the employees to guide them regarding the job. So the first one will be what? Root clerk. The root clerk, what he will tell? He will give guidance to employees where to move. How will work move from one place to another or one machine to another. Then second is what? Instruction clerk. Now instruction clerk will always record instructions to complete the work. He will give instructions. So whatever instructions has been given, he will note it down in the register daily, that what work I have given to the employees. Then the third one will be time and cost clerk manager. That means how much time, how much particular time that particular person has taken. He will have a record. He will always have an observation, check it out. So the third employee or the third foreman will be what? Time and cost clerk. That means he will determine time in which work should be completed and the cost. Then the fourth one will be discipline. See, discipline that ensures that workers are working as per factory rules, means a discipline in charge person will also be there. Discipline foreman. So he will see that the workers are on time, doing the work on time and leaving the factory on time. So working as per, it will be not beyond the rules. Whatever rules and regulations the organization has made, that only the workers will follow, children. So these are what at planning level, four foremen, four leaders or four superiors have been appointed. What are they? First one route clerk, second one is instruction clerk, third one is time and cost clerk, and fourth one is discipline. Now implementation. Now these are what? Planning level. Planning level, these foremans are there. Now we'll see at implementation level how many are there. See, at implementation level there will be a gang boss actually gets the work done. So gang boss will be there who will see that the work is done on time. Speed boss will be there, that whatever time is given to the employee, that employee completes that task in particular task in that time only. So speed boss will be there. Then the third one will be repair boss. Repair boss means he will see if any machinery is damaged suddenly, emergency cases are there, that particular person will rush immediately and see that whatever machines are there, whatever systems are there, they are working properly. So repair boss will be the third foreman. So handle security and maintenance of mechanism. And the fourth will be inspector, who will see that the work is done as per the specific standards. So these are remaining four types where and implementing the plan in organization. So these 8 leaders or 8 supervisors will be there working in an organization. That is standard technique we are studying. In this, we studied the 5th point where they have told regarding 4 persons for planning level and 4 leaders for implementing that particular plan. So these will be appointed who? Gang boss, speed boss, repair boss and inspector to check regarding organization. So according to the Taylor, we are seeing about proper division of work on that point. In that he has told that with this help, proper division of all activities into planning and implementation, management can definitely achieve the required performance from the employees. Then come to the 6th point, children. We are studying related to 6th point, that is differential piece rate wage plan. Now what is this differential piece rate wage plan, children? That is, remuneration should be fixed in such a way that average worker is motivated to attain a standard output. So Taylor suggested the difference price wage system. Higher rates are offered to employees who complete the work more than the standard quantity under this system. On the other hand, if an employee is performing below the standard, he shall be given lower rate of wages. So this technique motivates the employees to attain higher standard performance and earn wages. That is, remuneration at higher end. So theories of this management are basis of organizational development. See, children, the next point is what? Differential piece rate wage plan. In this simple way, Taylor has told, according to the performance, employee's performance, the boss should give salary. Wages means what? Salary. So if a particular employee is doing quality work in that particular specific time, using less time, providing or doing more production, improvement in performance is there, doing his best every time, the boss should pay him higher. He should get higher salary because his work is more appreciable. His work is at his best. And if an employee is not doing work properly, he is lazy, is not shown the results, better results are not there, so that time the management can pay him less salary also. So according to the performance, according to the capacity of the workers, according to their quality of work, management should have different piece of wage rate, means different types of salary. So higher performance, greater performance will get higher salary, low performance, low quality of work, that particular person will get lower salary. This is included in this point, that is differential piece rate wage plan, children. So these we were studying regarding what? Techniques in scientific management, children. So theories of management, they have told that they are the basis of organizational management, say for development and achieving success in any type of business. So in this modern era, as we studied about liberalization, privatization and globalization, children, what we have studied, liberalization was introduced for get freedom in doing business. No government interference should be there. Privatization means encourage more privatization, more private industries, and globalization means the world should know about your production. So this LPG policy, what it has done in management, it has made management more wider, more business expansion was there. So various types of business environment changes are responsible for increasing significance of management. So these traditional theories are proving very effective in handling business, children. So with some modifications according to change in situations. So these changes in resulted into various trends in management. So it will be disaster management, supply logistic management, event management, threat management, corporate social responsibility, total quality management, etc. So these are some of the recent trends in management they have told. So whatever these theories are there, they have told that it required some changes. So change will be there according to the management. So management will be, disaster management will be there, event management will be there, supply and logistics management will be there, corporate social responsibility is there. So every management will use their theories and principles of management according to these studies. So what we studied, say previously what we studied, I'll start again. What we studied, we started from techniques of scientific management. In that we studied work study, time study, then method study, then motion study, fatigue study. Then fatigue study, when we saw second point we studied, that is standardization of tools and equipment should be there, scientific task setting should be there, scientific selection and training should be there. Functional organization we studied that 8 employees, 8 foremen should be appointed. So 4 types and different 4 types, that is planning level different 4 types for there, implementation level different 4 types for there. Then we studied also that different salary will be given according to the performance of an employee, children. And then we studied that these theories of management are the basis of organizational development and achieving success. Means any organization, if they have to perform better, expand their business, have success in business, then they should apply these theories of management. It has been told over here, and it will be more effective and they will achieve success. So these changes may be related to disaster management, supply logistic management, event management, stress management, corporate social management, children, total quality management. But why we should use these theories? To have success and profit in an organization. Now these points we studied in this chapter, that is definition, meaning, children, nature and principles of management, then scientific method by Frederick Taylor's we studied, techniques we studied regarding management, and we also studied in this chapter 14 principles of Henry Fayol's of management. So total things now have completed, children. The thing is, last only one quote I have mentioned over here, that the real winners in life are the people who look at every situation with an expectation that they can make it work or make it better. So in any situation, whatever work has been given to you, whatever task is given to you, how much tension problems are there, but if a task or work is given to you, it should be seen that whatever work has been given to you by the boss or by anyone, it should remove in a best way, better way, by using what? Your own planning, your own thinking, how you can use in management way, how can you plan. Now for example, I'm always telling you students that you should get above 90 in every subject. Above 90 marks is there. Why? To have or to score 90% in 12th standard. So how you will achieve this task? How can you work better? By studying, by giving yourself 2 to 3 hours daily. Whatever task the teachers are given in, complete on time. Study, focus on your studies. Whatever concepts are there, make it clear and see that work it out better means what, give your best performance to achieve success. So when you do hard work now, you will have better results, children. So it is in your hand to make the work more better and best, children. So see you in next period. Thank you. Bye.